Welcome back. Thank you for joining us today. Are words like liability, full coverage, gap insurance, and policy limits confusing to you? If so, you're definitely not alone. In the ever-changing auto insurance industry, there are thousands of providers, hundreds of coverage options, and more jargon than the average person cares to keep up with. It's no surprise that people get stressed out when shopping for insurance. Well, you came to the right place. We are here to help you understand the basics of car insurance policies and what providers have to offer. Our goal is for you to be able to confidently purchase coverage, knowing that it's both exactly what you need and the best deal you could possibly find. We want to simplify everything from getting insurance quotes to choosing the right provider and policy. You should start with a strong foundational understanding of your options and how to compare them. Today, we are here to cover the basics. Whether you're shopping for a new policy, trying to make sense of your current coverage, or just looking to increase your knowledge about insurance, this video is for you. We'll cover the most common types of car insurance, explain key terms and concepts, and give you tips for finding the best coverage for your needs. Let's dive in. Did you know that 12.6% of drivers in the US are uninsured? That's roughly 1 out of every 8 people driving on the road. It's important to remember that while insurance isn't required in all 50 states, it's mandatory in most of them. And even if driving uninsured isn't breaking the law where you live, having it could save you from paying a shocking amount of out-of-pocket expenses that could bankrupt you. Uninsured drivers not only have to pay for all damages and medical expenses out of pocket, but they can even end up in jail for breaking the law. On top of that, the person you injured could sue you to try to get compensation or help pay medical bills. You either pay for those bills or hire a lawyer and rack up hefty legal fees, not to mention needing to take time out of work and face extreme emotional stress. Hopefully you get the point. Driving uninsured is not a way to save money. The post-COVID economy and the resulting inflation have put a serious financial strain on most families. According to a CNBC report, the average American has $90,460 in debt, which includes credit cards, personal loans, mortgages, and student debt. Many people are having to find second jobs just to pay their bills. And during these challenging times, auto insurance might seem like a bill you can avoid. We really can't say it enough, though. Driving uninsured is never a way to save money. It's never something you should skip out on. Driving uninsured could ruin your life in a matter of minutes. Don't risk everything to save what could be a few bucks compared to the astronomical expenses you'd be paying out of pocket after a crash. Depending on the coverage options you choose, your car insurance policy can cover accident repairs, injuries, vandalism, hitting an animal, windshield damage, rental car coverage, passengers in other cars, pedestrians, damaged property, stolen items, and much more. Take our word for it. It's insurance we all need in this unpredictable world we live in. Most states require drivers to carry at least some amount of car insurance to drive a vehicle legally. Well, every state except the one with the motto, live free or die. Do you know what state that is? If you answered New Hampshire, you are correct. But even in New Hampshire, car insurance is still extremely important and, in our opinion, 100% necessary. And guess what? The vast majority of New Hampshire residents make the wise decision to buy car insurance even though they aren't required to by law. In fact, only 6.1% of drivers in New Hampshire do not have car insurance. What's crazy and pretty eye-opening is that the only state that doesn't have mandatory car insurance laws is in the top 10 states for having the most insured drivers in the country. Okay, so we have New Hampshire, where car insurance isn't required. Then on the other end of the spectrum, in Maryland, drivers are required to purchase bodily injury liability, property damage liability, and both uninsured motorist bodily injury, UMBI, and uninsured motorist property damage, UMPD. While many states don't require uninsured motorist coverage at all. And in Virginia, you can pay $500 a year to opt out of insurance. You just have to pay what's called an uninsured motorist fee to not have insurance. So you still have all the risk, but you pay a fee to make it official that you want to skip the coverage. Regardless of the requirements in your area, we strongly suggest you buy at least minimum car insurance coverage. and we have advice for you while you shop around. You're probably wanting to find the cheapest coverage that offers all the protection you need, but like most people, you might be overwhelmed by all the options. Large insurance providers with a big marketing budget like State Farm, Geico, and Progressive probably sound familiar to you. But just because a provider has good ads doesn't mean they will provide the coverage that best fits your needs, and they might not have the most affordable rates in your area. Also, not every car insurance company is licensed in every state, and not every driver will qualify for coverage with every provider either. For example, only military members and their families are eligible for USAA car insurance. Comparing insurance rates by getting several quotes online is the easiest way to narrow your search. Once you have several rates to compare, you can know you got the best deal. No one should be overpaying for car insurance during tough economic times, but sadly, many Americans are, and they don't even realize it. A recent study found that only 28% of Americans shop around for better car insurance rates. Now that you know how easy it is and how much money you can save, start your search today. Find the best rates for car insurance at FreeAdvice.com. With just a few clicks, you'll receive multiple insurance quotes based on your zip code and the vehicle you drive. The customized insurance quotes you get will allow you to compare rates from the best insurance providers in your area. No more playing phone tag or waiting for email replies. We've done the research, so you don't have to. FreeAdvice.com makes it easy to find the best coverage options for your needs. After you take that first step of finding the best insurance rates in your area, you will need to pick the types of policies and amounts of coverage you need. So what are the different types of car insurance coverage available? The most common types of auto insurance coverage are liability, collision, and comprehensive. Liability coverage is required by law in most states and covers the cost of damages and injuries to other vehicles and people involved in an accident you cause. As a driver, it's a given that you are responsible for your own safety and the safety of the passengers in your vehicle. But have you considered the people and the vehicles around you, or the people who are walking and biking on the roads next to you? Your decisions behind the wheel can drastically affect people who are sharing the road with you. That's where liability coverage comes in. This type of insurance helps cover the cost of damages and injuries to all of the people who were hurt in the crash, including the people who were in the other vehicles around you. This coverage will save you financially if you are found at fault in a traffic accident. Clearly, liability insurance is a must to protect you financially in the event of a crash. But how much do you need? The amount of liability insurance you are required to purchase by law depends on where you live. In most states, the minimum liability insurance required range from $10,000 to $25,000 for each vehicle damaged or person injured in an accident. Imagine driving down the road. You're going the speed limit, staying in your lane, minding your business, and out of nowhere, bam, a car hits you. This is where collision coverage comes into play. Collision coverage pays for damages to your car in the event of an accident, regardless of who is at fault. The insurance you invest in for collision coverage will pay for the cost of repairing your vehicle after an accident. Maybe you're not the world's greatest driver and made a mistake, or maybe someone else was driving recklessly and crashed into you. Either way, collision coverage can help get you back on the road without breaking the bank. Collision coverage can also be helpful when dealing with difficult insurance companies or delays in the claim process. If the other driver's insurance company is not responding, or someone involved in the crash is not cooperating, your collision coverage can help streamline the repair process for your vehicle. You may have to pay your deductible, but your insurance company will take care of the rest and fight on your behalf. Comprehensive coverage is a type of car insurance that many people buy in conjunction with collision coverage. They make a perfect team. Comprehensive insurance gives you financial protection in the event of theft, vandalism, and other non-collision incidents. Comprehensive coverage is like a superhero that protects your vehicle from harm caused by natural disasters or other unforeseen events. It's like having a bodyguard that is always watching out for your beloved car. Here's an example. Let's say a big thunderstorm rolls in and hail damages your parked car. No one is to blame for those dents on your vehicle, so are you stuck paying for the repairs? Well, unfortunately, yes, you are. If you don't have adequate car insurance coverage, that is. If you have comprehensive coverage, your insurance company will pay for the damage caused by hail, or say a tree, falling on your vehicle while you're asleep. And that's not all. Comprehensive coverage is your saving grace when dealing with theft. Let's say your car is safely parked in your driveway or on the side of the road and someone steals your catalytic converter. You might be thinking, that's not common. I don't need to worry about someone stealing my catalytic converter. What the heck is that anyway? Most people don't think it could happen to them until it does. According to the National Insurance Crime Bureau, the number of reported catalytic converter thefts increased from 1,300 in 2018 to more than 52,000 in just 3 years. With comprehensive coverage, you can file a claim with your insurance company and they will reimburse you for stolen vehicle parts. I sure hope those 52,000 car owners in 2021 had comprehensive coverage. Or they had to pay about $3,500 out of pocket to replace their catalytic converter. Oh, and to pay for a rental car while their vehicle was in the shop. See how investing in insurance will actually save you money in the long run? It's important to note here, like all types of insurance coverage, comprehensive coverage has its limits, pun intended. For example, it doesn't cover regular wear and tear in your vehicle or damages caused by mechanical breakdowns. If you want to guarantee the most protection for yourself and your vehicle, a full coverage policy is by far your best option. Full coverage car insurance is like having a safety net that catches you in case anything goes wrong while you're on the road or even just parked on the side of the road. This type of coverage offers full protection, as the name implies. It combines liability, collision, and comprehensive coverage into one package, offering you the most protection for your vehicle. And yes, when you combine multiple lines of coverage, you usually can enjoy combo package deal cost savings. Just ask your provider. Full coverage is the best choice for those who want maximum protection and peace of mind on the road. Yes, it will be more expensive than just buying minimum coverage, but the investment will pay off in the event of a crash, theft, or natural disaster. As you probably know, there's more than just liability, collision, and comprehensive car insurance options available to you as a driver and car owner. You can add other types of coverage to your auto insurance policy to further protect your investments and finances. Here are some examples. MedPay insurance covers medical expenses for you and your passengers in the event of an accident, regardless of who is at fault. This policy covers expenses for ambulance rides, hospital stays, physical therapy, MRIs, CAT scans, and medical bills that come from injuries sustained in an accident. Another important type of coverage is gap insurance. This covers the gap between what you owe on your car and what your car is worth if it's totaled in a crash. Gap insurance can be especially important if you have a newer car that loses value quickly, or a car loan with a large balance. As you can see, these types of medical expenses and car value losses are huge. If you are involved in a crash and your car is totaled, you will want that gap and MedPay coverage. Insurance is your saving grace in these stressful, scary, and always unexpected times of need. Uninsured motorist, UM, or underinsured motorist, UIM coverage is a type of insurance that can be added to your standard auto insurance policy. And keep in mind, 20 states require some form of UM or UIM coverage, so clearly it's important to have. This type of coverage kicks in if you're involved in an accident with a driver who is found to be at fault for a crash but doesn't have enough insurance. Your UIM insurance will cover the damage to your vehicle and the injuries sustained by you and the passengers who may have been in your car during the accident. Uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage will pay for your medical bills, vehicle repairs, and other expenses related to an accident involving a driver who doesn't have adequate insurance. And it's important for you to realize that getting in an accident with an uninsured driver is more likely than you might realize. About 1 in every 8 drivers on U.S. roads are driving without car insurance. Please understand that even with full coverage and additional add-ons, there may still be limits and deductibles that could impact the amount you have to pay out of pocket in the event of an accident or other covered incident. Insurance can be complex, but understanding the basics is essential for making informed decisions. So whether you're looking to protect your personal car, your teen driver, or a business vehicle, having the right insurance coverage will give you peace of mind and protect you financially. Subscribe to our channel for more expert insurance advice. Each week, we will share insurance news, top-rated providers, new discounts available, and how to lower your premiums. Our videos contain valuable insights to help you find the best insurance companies, the lowest rates available, and help you make informed decisions, all while putting money back in your pocket. For example, we talked earlier about how many Americans are needing to find second jobs in our post-COVID economy just to pay their bills. Did you know that delivery drivers are usually not covered by their personal auto insurance while driving on the job? We have a video on that too. Check it out. Remember to give this video some love with a thumbs up while you're here. If you think someone could benefit from the insurance advice provided, please share it with a friend. We would love to hear from you too. If you have insurance advice to share or a customer review on an insurance provider, please leave your comments below. We're passionate about providing top-notch content, and your support means the world to us. If you want to learn more about insurance, check out our in-depth insurance coverage guides and detailed provider reviews on our website, FreeAdvice.com. And while you are there, you can find the lowest insurance coverage from the best providers in your area. Just a few minutes could save you hundreds of dollars. Thanks for watching. See you at our next video.